Hello everyone. Today I thought I would do something a little bit different and do a old sketchbook tour. So this is my old sketchbook from way back in 2014, and we will go through this today. It's a Canson XL mixed media sketchbook. It was the old versions that had like the bound sketchbook to it, and I just covered it with some cat pictures, I believe from an old calendar that I had with a bunch of cats. So let's get started. I used to draw a lot on post-it notes, so I would start off the artwork on a post-it and then continue it in the sketchbook. These were superhero inspired. A lot of just random like words and thoughts. I had this in high school when I was in high school. So a lot of these were just drawn with whatever materials I could find. This one was inspired by the yin yang symbol. So kind of like breaking that space. So like I said, I would start off on a post-it and then continue in the sketchbook. This was inspired by Alice in Wonderland, and it has a quote, I believe, from Alice in Wonderland. Some random words and poetry, I guess. This was Red Robin, Dick Grayson, Nightwing, and Red Hood. I'm a big fan of the Teen Titans and the whole Young Justice part of the DC Comics, so that was a little bit of comic book art there. This was a character that I was designing, some kind of like bird person. She's gonna come back again a couple of times, I believe. Just like this one's still kind of, I don't know, bird, rabbit, long tails, crossing animals together kind of thing. A little elf warrior. This was me having fun with some shadows, and again just on post-its. This was inspired by the Hunger Games movie. This was my version of Finnick. Little space girl coming out of a cloud. Spider-Man holding, I believe, Gwen Stacy. Just never actually finished this one. This is probably one of my favorite drawings. I do have the intention of redrawing this in my newer style and just better overall, but I really like the griffin / hippogriff creature that I had designed. I don't remember where this is from, but I believe it's from some artwork that I had seen online back in 2014, so it's kind of like this monster creature. Maleficent inspired woman in long dress and headgear. Starfire on the right here, with her hair becoming like fire and flames. I believe this is drawn with really cheap watercolor pencils when I was still learning how to do it, and just some formulas, and then this was me trying out the Sleeping Beauty outfit, so I was just trying out her dress here as a quick sketch. But yeah, so Starfire, I have redrawn this, but not recently. I think I did it a couple of years later, maybe in 2016, and I kept this is like my own design on the suit. Zatanna Zatara, again from DC Comics, amazing character. I really like her. Random little post-it person, and I believe this was my attempt at some kind of mermaid just lounging around. A gymnast with her little flowers trailing off. I do think I want to revisit something similar to this concept. I like the posing of it, and I like the flowers just going away. Elf girl. Me practicing high heels and towers of cats and some faces, pretty much. Random faces. These are some original characters. I do have a plan of revisiting these. They're kind of like gargoyle bat people. And this was like the female of the species, and this was the male. So I was like comparing the traits. So like the males would have the horns and like the bone beard, and have bigger bone claws on the end of the wings, and the females would be more light and have bigger talons. So that was one thing that I was comparing. So I was having fun with this. I do think I'm going to revisit these characters eventually. I really like the design of them. Some more legs and high heels. This is some elf girl drawing. I like her design as well. I think I might revisit this one as well. Her staff was quite fun to draw. A little shackled beast. This was kind of like an angel falling in love with a robot. So I was just trying to illustrate that. I like the poses of these people. A male sphinx. I believe they have their own name, but I just called it Sphinx. And he has wings. This was inspired by Soulfire, Grace from Soulfire, with the headgear, I believe, but yeah. Random bird. This was me trying to draw La Muerta from I believe Book of Life. I have redrawn her since with Xibalba, but this was my first sketch for her. So I never actually finished it, but it's drawn with some markers and I believe some Staedtler pens. Some French poetry. Batgirl drawn with some new colored pencils. These were like shading pencils that I had gotten at a convention, and I just wanted to try them out, so I drew Batgirl with a little dog and a gargoyle. And then this is an original like alien kind of warrior princess. Random outfit. And then this is probably the most elaborate thing in this entire sketchbook. And it was a 2-page spread made with watercolors and wax, like crayons. So it was kind of like a phoenix falling in love with a merman. So it was kind of like the impossible love situation. Random little doodle of 2 people, and I think there's one more. Red pen sketch. Random dog that I wasn't satisfied with, so I tried covering up. And then some of my post-its that never became anything. They just kind of stayed here. Extra post-its for drawings. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this little sketchbook tour, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.